Good morning. Positive note, I somewhat have my voice back. It's a little bit hoarse, but I still don't feel better. I just happen to have a voice back. But last night, or sometime during the afternoon or evening, some kids or some adult or somebody went through my yard and was ripping at my Halloween decorations that I've been too sick to take down. I wanted to take them down yesterday, but my daughter decided binge watching anime for 3 hours before she had to do dance was more important, and I still wasn't feeling well anyway, so I took a nap. This morning when I went to take my daughter to school, I saw our big skeleton, the one I've been, I don't know if I've posted or talked about it, but he's the one I've had to actually do repairs on throughout the course of the October month. His pelvis fell off, so I had to, he's stuck together with those little parts and then they interconnect. I don't know what they call that. Kids' toys are kind of made that way, little baby ones or whatever. Anyway, his parts weren't staying connected, so I ended up taking string and tying the parts together. I did that several times on him, on his pelvis, on his legs. One of his shoulders came out. So this morning when I was taking my daughter to school, I saw we named him. His name is Bob, our big skeleton. Anyway, well, he's my husband's buy. I didn't really like it when he brought him home. I didn't really like it because he just looked cheaply made, and it came in a box or a bag, and you had to stick all the parts together, and oh well, he's grown on me and my daughter. We call him Bob now. So anyway, when I was taking my daughter to school today, we saw Bob was not in the yard, and we were both very sad when we saw this. I guess last night when they came home from dance, my husband took her to dance, and they found one of my ghosts. I made ghosts out of milk cartons. I punctured a hole through the top of the milk carton cap, and I used twine because my father-in-law gave us this big thing of twine, and I was like, well, I got that, I might as well use it. So I made a knot, or I fed it through that little hole, and I made a knot, tied it on there, so it was pretty tight. And then I took a garbage bag and punctured a hole in one of the bottom corners. So top of the garbage bag's here, and this is the bottom down here. So I put the milk carton in at an angle and made that the top. So then the rest would hang down. And I also drew on the milk carton, so you can see a ghost face in it. Anyway. The theory for that was I would put those little plastic tea lights in it, and they would shine at night and hang from the trees. I didn't do that last year because it was rainy last year, and so I didn't do that this year either. But this is the first year somebody came around and they ripped one of those. I mean, they must have just pulled tight because they pulled it right out of that where I said I punctured a hole in the cap. Anyway, so, and then I saw that when I went to go find Bob in the morning, he was in, I guess the people who intended to steal him didn't like the idea that he would be very noticeable if somebody did steal him, because I've modified him many times over. He has masking tape on some of his joints. He has, like I said, he's got those stitches, the strings on his pelvis, on his hips, on his neck, I think. Now I'm gonna have to put one on his neck, his neck up here, because they cut his string up here, and we're intending to steal him, but when they found out that he had those modifications, they just threw him back in my yard and threw him into some bushes. So I do have him. He's in pieces though, so I've got to fix him before I can next year. But they cut his main string up here because he's got a string that he came with. It's just a little black string, so it'll be easy to replace. I'll probably take a piece of string that I braided about an A long, make it a nice little loop. Oh, excuse me, I'm still not better. My chest is still very congested, but at least I have somewhat of a voice today. It still hurts to talk, but nowhere near as bad as it did yesterday and the day before. So anyway, I've got to fix Bob. So this morning I waited around because when I take my daughter to school, and I'll come home and then I'll just go and take a nap for probably until like 11 in the morning or whatever. But today I was like, oh, my husband will get up early and he'll help me with taking down the decorations before he has to go to work. No, his ass didn't even get out of bed until 9:30 or 9 o'clock or something like that. And then he took an hour in the bathroom, and he just finally left a little bit ago. So I'm kind of a little bit pissed that I can't rely on him to help me. And I'm not going to get on a ladder by myself, because I've been portraying to my children that you don't use equipment like that when you're by yourself, because you need somebody to hold the ladder for you. Now, if I just went and did that, just went outside and got on the ladder all by myself and I fell, they would say, but Mom, you always tell us not to do it. Why'd you do it? What kind of parenting am I setting an example for? I do that. So either I've got to find somebody today who will help me, which is 0 chances of happening. I have no friends that will actually help me with shit that I need to actually get done. I don't have anyone to actually rely on. I've got people who will talk to me, which that's fine, but I have nobody I can actually rely on for any kind of physical work that I need help with. So I'm pretty much screwed. And then tonight, my daughter has early dance again tonight, so I won't be able to do that after school because she'll have to get ready for class because it's an early class tonight after school. So I don't know. And I've got my other daughter. She has what I've had, and it takes like a whole week to ramp up, and then when you do get it, it's like bleh, you feel like shit. So she kind of feels like shit today and yesterday. So yeah, but she's young. She'll get over the cold much quicker than I did. Anyway, so it's been kind of a bum morning. I'm in a really down mood. Gonna have to find some kind of craft or something to do to bring my spirits back up, because this is the first year that I've had I made 6 of those ghost milk jug ghosts, and I always told myself, well, they're free. I made them free. If somebody broke one or stole one, it's not a big deal. But I'm just telling myself a lie, because that's my art somebody ruined. It's not a real intense art, but it's still my art. I was raised with the belief that if I made something for someone, or I made something, it means something to, So I don't know. I'm down. I just needed to talk to someone because I don't have anybody to talk to about it. I already tried this morning and I only got one person's reply. So And she agreed with me. She's like, yeah, some people suck. Yeah, they do. Some people suck. Anyway, this is taking way longer than expected. So I'm just in a down funk right now. Like I said, I gotta do some kind of craft or something to make myself feel better. All right, bye.